All right. Oh, wrong one. There we go. I fixed it.
Here, wait, let me send it a Discord ping so we can get a couple more people in here.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. While you do that, we can see if the audio is working.
Can you DM me or send me a link to the stream so I can copy it on my phone?
Yeah, of course. Give me a second. Oh, here you go. Yeah, you should have it now. Also, I've got it on the live thing, so everyone can hear us. By the way, so I guess no introductions are needed today.
Hi guys, I'm awesome.
I love the photo you got though.
I mean, I'm a beautiful baby boy. What can I say?
No, AP is frozen right now.
Yeah, sorry guys, my camera's not working.
So you get to look at them just standing there. Have you seen that meme of all the faces when characters use guns? Or, like, blasters. There's the Padme one, the Rey one. You're giving me that vibe right now.
It's okay. I mean, there's a couple of Padme faces I'd still love to see before I die.
I'm sure many people wish they could see that. Alright. We'll give it a few seconds. Do you need the clip for the one that I was gonna show you, or do you have that?
I'll just watch it on stream. I'll just mute myself and watch it on a different phone.
Okay. Alright. Oh man. So, are you ready for us to start?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Alright guys, welcome everyone. Everyone. Oh my word, I can't even speak today. Anyway, we're going to start talking about Galaxy of Heroes because it's fun. And I'm joined by... Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sorry, I thought we were watching the clip right off the bat. I muted my... Hi, dude.
Oh, it's alright, it's alright. I thought you could introduce yourself so everyone knows who you are. Because there's going to be one person out there that's never heard of you, probably lives under a rock, so...
Impossible. I had 110,000 unique viewers last month, so no one doesn't know. Omnipotent.
That is a big flex. 110,000 unique viewers. That's crazy. Alright, well, you know what? We will. I'll show you the clip and then you can tell us how cool it was. So, are you ready for me to play it? Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, let's go. This is kind of... Okay, we're going to save that. We'll go for the big hit now. Alright, Cup, please. No, we're so close. Oh, man, he was lit. Guys, why is the raid still active? Why is the raid still... It says 0%. What is going on here? Has Cup actually done
it? Bro, you a fucking hacker, dude?
Basically, yeah. I hacked it.
Nah.
I'll be honest, I don't know what happened. But, there you go. That must be the first Cup killing the Rancor in the game. Surely.
Isn't surprised?
Maybe I'm wrong, but isn't that the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your entire life? It made the relicate worth it. It made the relicate worth it.
Just the quick $200 you had to spend on the useless.
Basically, yeah. So it was during GAC off season, and people were like, relicate Cup. And then I think I made a vote in one of the streams, and I basically said I gave the people the power to vote. And it was at about 50-50 for a few hours, and then all of a sudden, there were so many votes come in, and everyone voted for Cup to go to R8. So I was like, okay, we'll do it. And then I think you actually saw that stream, or you saw part of it. I tried soloing Galactic War with a Relicate Cup. And,
you sold Galactic War like year 10.
Well, you say that, I actually got stuck. My cup was not good enough. It was kind of rough. Okay.
I refuse to believe that.
I mean, it was worth it. I kind of wish my cup was more like yours, but yeah, we can only dream.
Hey, dude, if you got a 69 GP cut, your mom didn't love you.
Yeah, I think you're right. So, I guess before we go any further, we should do what CG doesn't do, which you've already told me, and that's answer some questions. So, here are a few. Give me 1 second. So,
are these from pre-made?
These are just questions that people have already asked in advance, or some of them.
Oh, damn!
So,
people have been excited.
Yeah, people are excited. We'll start with a really easy one. Do you think that the Bad Batch shuttle from this show should ever come to the game?
Do I think it should? Absolutely. Do I think it will? Probably not.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I mean, maybe when season 2 comes around.
Yeah.
It's another... I've always said we need a couple extra Galactic Republic and Separatists so we can have more fleets, but when the show comes back. But that would be pretty dope. I mean, they got... The only problem is the characters are already relics. So there's no incentive to make extra buckarooskies on top.
Yeah. Unless
pilots like, I don't know, someone stupid that no one has yet.
Well, I was thinking if they released Crosshair, that would be their avenue for releasing. Well,
Crosshair, if they release him, he's going to be Empire.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think the bad releases from the show, not from season 7, but from their own show.
Yeah.
I always thought he would be a conquest unit for like Imperial troopers, or have an Omicron to replace range trooper or something.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see that, especially with Malgus, which Malgus obviously is like a lifter for Sith Empire. And I was kind of hoping to see more of them, but now we're kind of moving away from that again. Crosshair could have been really good. But, you know, like you said, the problem is that boat may have sailed. I don't know if that's where the money's made anymore. We've just had someone ask a good question in the YouTube chat here. They asked you, is JMK or Malgus more important?
What?
I know, I'm with you. I think it's pretty easy who that is.
I think it's pretty obvious that JMK is better in every respect. Yeah, I don't know if there's a serious argument. I mean, Malgus is good, obviously. Don't get me wrong. If I had him, I'd be happy. But to compare him to the single best character in the entire game is...
Oh, yeah. So, I just want to put this out there. You know when we did that video a while back, and you was laughing at me for Young Han and my love for him?
Yeah. Okay, so you did the fucking Van Seal, which I had... Going into that video, I saw the video you're talking about. Yeah. I was like, all right, I'll hear him out. And then you're like, oh, he's R8 or R9. And I'm like, all right, so yeah, if you're going to slap 3 hundo on a character, of course they're going to do wild and wacky shit.
I mean, it was worth it.
It's like Van Seal. He's like, Greedo beats SLKR, but his Greedo's already R11 somehow with like 500 speed and 10,000 crit damage.
I have noticed that when I watch their videos. Like, I love what they make, but sometimes I'm like, wow. All the scoundrels are 9. It's dedication. But yeah,
that's why I don't do theory craft videos, because it's always like, oh, this works, and then you get to the end, and they're like, but everything's R8, R9, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, I'll never be able to afford that. So basically, this doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. But I mean, yeah, dude, you just gambling like me, rolling the dice over and over again. It's pretty nice.
Well, I'm just happy. Finally, people will begin to realize Young Han is the best character in the game. You know, I put that on Reddit, and in the comments, I did like a mini Q&A, like a question and answer thing for it. And at the bottom, I put Young Han the best character in the game, and I put obviously. The amount of downvotes I got to begin with was quite funny.
That's your first mistake, dude. Reddit's a cesspool.
I'm with you there. It is.
The SWGOH Reddit is one of the dumbest places I've ever ventured on the internet.
Every time I go there, it's just negativity upon negativity. And even the people being negative are them being negative, if that makes sense.
I mean, they're all just They're all just there to cry. I just prefer to cry on a camera as opposed to Reddit. So I guess maybe we're just the same. Maybe I'm slightly worse. Maybe I owe an apology to the Redditors and their neckbeards.
I feel like you've just upset a lot of people. All right, let's do another question before the people start rebelling against us. So, here's a question from the boss, APGAINS. We know you're not a huge fan of farming geos early game, but too many players don't build a good enough Vader (brackets gear 12) to kill Watt ready geos. And how do we get into a good GOTB guild without doing them? Or without anything to
There's like 4 different parts of that question that all have very obvious answers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The Geos are in the farming guide for a reason. They're an STD team, sometimes difficult. You're going to beat bad players no matter what.
Yep.
Like, I want the greatest free-to-play farming guide to be the greatest for a reason. If we're accepting Dabaruskis based on beating idiots, then we're not doing much with our time or our will to live. Yeah. Anyone can beat a bad player. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you face an 8 million GP player and they don't attack you and you win, you can't count that as a win. They just didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you there.
I don't consider the lowest common denominator of players in any of my analytics. I mean, the Geos are there to play those players, but like, I care about beating good players. So if your opponent has a Gear 2 Vader, then you're going to win that battle no matter what. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And as far as guilds are concerned, just do what Nikki did. Like, just join a random open guild that does GOTB. Mm-hmm. Just like, she just opened up the menu and scrolled and picked one, and then they just accepted her. It wasn't like, oh my god, hey, I'm APGAINS' boyfriend, come carry me. She just joined a fucking guild, and they're just like, all right, whatever.
You make a really good point there. I feel like people don't realize there's so many guilds that probably don't use Discord in the slightest. And
well, so here's the real problem.
Go on.
Everyone takes what I tell them to do, and they apply it to the entire world. Like, if every single person just joined an open guild, there wouldn't be enough room for everyone to not have fucking cam-ready clones or watt-ready Geos. But of the 200,000 people playing, like, maybe 20 or 30,000 of them are going to watch the video where I explain that. Yep. And as long as you go do it, like, who cares if other people do it as well? As long as you can do it, that's the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video is, hey, this exists. Do you want to benefit? Oh, well, congratulations, you saw the video. Go do this and take advantage of it. Mm-hmm. It's like, the second it becomes like, everyone's doing it, and there's going to have to find a different way to do it. But applying, a universal truth to, a sneaky little tidbit to get into a better guild is not the point of the video.
No, I think you're right. But I think that's part of the problem of, there's a trend, I'm sure you realize, where people just like to be spoon-fed what to do and information, and they don't like to apply, their own sense and logic to things. Like you said, people will take what you've said and just apply it to every situation in the world. Which it just wouldn't work,
Well, I mean, all of my videos are geared towards early to mid game, mostly free to play for those spenders, right?
Yeah.
Like, you watch enough of the videos and you play enough, like, you're gonna figure out how to play the fucking game for yourself. Mm-hmm. They exist frameworks to help you when you're first starting out figure out what direction should I go in. But like, no player is going to verbatim copy every single thing I say, because they're going to build their own identity. They're going to want to do their own thing. They're going to make friends in some guild, and their guild's going to want them to do this, or they really liked this movie over that movie, so they're going to farm their favorite character or whatever.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think the problem is all of my videos are frameworks, like, their core mechanics. Yeah. And then people assume that there's no possibility to exist in and around that. Mm-hmm. And they take everything I say literally, which is fine, but a little illogical.
No, I'm with you. I think that whilst you say that, I do think you are pretty spot on with your core teams to farm. Like, also your general strategies are pretty decent. I mean, unfortunately, I can't catch every one of your streams because I'm always either working or doing stuff. But I did catch one a while ago. It's the one where you... Oh, who was it you went up against? I want to say it was a Ray. And I'm pretty sure you used Rev and Jedi Knight Luke. Was that the one? Was that the one? It was the Grand Arena, I think it was a couple weeks ago.
Probably, I mean...
And clearly, you beat a decent opponent, a whale. Because I remember you made a video on it as well. So clearly your plan works. And I think you've kind of said something that I always tell people. In the end, it's a game, right? And I think too many people treat this as a job, you know? I was sitting here last night thinking, like, how much time do you think people actually spend on this game? So I was tracking this week alone, because I got a new, like, iPad, and it tracks my hours, and I thought I wanted to scare myself. So this is only the hours from my iPad, and this is just for my other accounts, which I don't spend as much time like recording footage or anything. So it's just casual play. Take a guess at how many hours you think I spent in a week.
In a week, probably like 60.
Yeah, about 60 to 70 hours. And
yeah.
I mean, do I enjoy it? Sure, but yeah, when it's that much time, you need to learn to have fun and relax. And if that means for someone following your guides to the point and only spending the time, you know, because they might say, I don't want to spend 100 hours, I just want to spend 10 hours a week. They'll do exactly what you say or what I say or what someone else says. Or maybe it's, you know, they'll take what you say and then adapt it and have fun. If that means, you know, they love the prequels and they want to do that, then that's what they do. Alright, we've got some comments in the chat that I thought I'd read you.
Alright.
Mike said, who's this frozen psycho with the goggles on?
I like Mike.
Oh no. So Mike is quite good with words. Alright, let me read out something that they sent me the other day. So they'd been listening to me talk during my streams, right? And they created me a dating profile, and I want you to rate it out of 10. Are you ready? I'm gonna read it out to you. I'm gonna read it out to you. When I find it. Here we go. So they said streamersingles.com, the newest profile to hit, the newest profile. Hi, I am Glurmit. I like walks, outside stuff, mountains. I do karate so I can break boards, making me tough and all. Give me a call if you want my sub. What'd you give that out of 10?
Probably like a 6.9. I mean, it's better than any of my dating profiles. I mean,
I want to put out that.
Next to me, I'll tell you a fun little story.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
She first went on our first date way back when because she thought I was a catfish because my account couldn't have possibly been real because it was so bad. And she's like, I just wanted to get catfished once in my life to have a good story.
Oh,
and that's how we fell in love.
I mean, that is a story to tell for generations.
I'm the king of bad dating profiles.
I mean, so you're saying you was that bad that they thought you was a catfish, but then isn't that kind of against what a catfish is?
Well, catfish in the sense that she thought I was like a fucking robot or a prostitute or, you know, something. Not a catfish in like, oh my god, like he's so hot in his pictures, but when he shows up, he's ugly. No, she just thought it was fake.
Wow,
that wasn't.
That is quite interesting. There you go, guys. Everyone watching, just make sure that your account or your profile looks really fake. You heard it here. It works. Oh man. Okay.
Kind of the time it works every time.
We've had more comments. Someone said for me to ask you how it feels when you're not good enough to get Malgus.
I've been disappointing people my entire life, so I feel like I've definitely reached a point where I've accepted the fact that I am a failure and no one will ever love me. So, but I mean, to be fair, I didn't get Malgus consciously. All right, like if you're gonna play like free to play or low spending, like I've always implemented the lily pad strategy, and like Malgus just didn't fit into that. And so it was a very conscious decision to not get him and to go for Datacrons instead, and I don't regret it. even for a second. So, like, am I sad I don't have a cool character? Yeah, but like, am I getting more Dubberooskies because I decided to do what I did? Of course. And that's what I will always continue to do, whatever leads to more Dubberooskies.
I'll be honest, as long as you get these conquest characters like in the 6 months before they leave, it's not going to make too much of a difference for most people. Like if you're if you're Arnold and you're competing against the top 1%, obviously you need them day one. But
to $100,000, like obviously you have to.
Yeah.
Guys, but like let's say I did get Malgus, I'd have worse Datacrons, which means that instead of I'd have one extra good team if I relicked him. And since I'm farming the city right now, I probably wouldn't have relicked him.
Yeah.
Because I have to get all the Rogue One up. So maybe I would have had him. Maybe I would have relicked him. So that gives me what? A little bit of a boost to a team that I already use.
Yeah.
A team that I have no problem with. Like I think my Sith Empire is good where it's at. Mm-hmm. And I sacrifice, 7 potential increased teams.
Yeah.
It just with the fact that I am not dropping mad cash on the game, it just didn't make sense for me to focus on grinding out those feats as opposed to just pounding booty nodes all day.
No, I'm with you. And the thing is, you said it. If you don't spend money, or if you're free to play, or if you very, very light spender. I mean, I know someone who took Malgus to R8. They don't spend much at all. And they literally had to save all their gear for over a month. And, that's a month where you're not, you don't know what's going to happen. In terms of your farms, they're all going to slow down to a halt. And then on top of that, you don't even know how good Malgus is. And then, what does everyone do? Just throw him on defense day one. Does he work? And then it turns out that he gets beaten by quite a lot. Which I'm sure you notice. I mean, Gas destroys it. Young Hun beats it. Traya can beat it. I mean, there's so many counters. And obviously, that doesn't mean he's bad. But you got to think, is it worth the time and effort in saving all those resources for something that isn't guaranteed to be good? Or as good as you think? If that makes sense.
And the thing is, like, I can just get them next month.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I wouldn't have even relicked them. So it's not like I'm really missing out on much.
Yeah.
I think the thing, most of the streamers are gigantic whales. They're spending tons of money and they have, really late game accounts. So everyone has this perception that, like, you gotta have all this shit. But for 90% of the players who are, sub 7 million GP, like, I saw Malgus for the first time the other day. Like, it wasn't, I gassed him and it was fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, most players, these, like, day one conquest units don't really matter that much.
Yeah. So, I missed out on Malgus on my account as well. I was on holiday, and unfortunately, I just didn't have enough time to play. And as a result, I missed out on Malgus day one, but I've gone up against him 3 times now. So the first time I used, the first time I used Lord Vader, and this is one of my kind of small pet hates about the game right now. You need to have like a degree or something to understand half these kits in the game. I mean, you probably know yourself. Every kit now is getting so complicated, and there's so much to remember. And there was one line that I didn't read. That was whenever Malgus gets debuffed, he recovers 10% health and protection for each debuff. So I took Lord Vader in, and I forgot that obviously he applies 2 debuffs by default each turn. So it's 20% health and protection back. And then on top of that, all his AoE applies even more debuffs. So I ended up timing out. Then
you gotta ramp with like fucking ridiculous amounts in order to kill Malgus.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why, like, you talked about you spent like 60 to 70 hours last week on the game.
Yeah.
99% of the time you spend in game is literally just thinking about the game. Like, it takes about 20 minutes to do every practical thing in a day.
Yeah.
And then the other 70 hours a week is just thinking about all the nonsense that you have to remember.
Oh yeah. And like I said, that's kind of because I mean, obviously I'd love the game, I make content. And I know you might not like the state of the game necessarily, but I'm sure you can agree that the game can be fun and enjoyable at times.
I mean, I always say that it's book club, right? Like, no one really likes the game. We're just using it as excuse to drink wine and talk shit about her husband. So I mean, as long as people maintain friendships or communities of sort, I mean, people are going to stay playing this game until it goes down 4 years or 5 years.
Yeah. But I just really wish the kits weren't so confusing. Like, I'm going to get up now. Yeah, people can see my screen here on this side. I'm actually going to get up Malgus's kit because you can see I'm what's that, 60 shards away. Like, even his basic, it seems like it's pretty simple. You know, there's only a few lines. It's just 50% chance to attack again. There we go. But then you get to tier 8 and all of a sudden, you know, you get way more. You get... There's just so much, and Omicron's add so much, and it's one thing trying to remember a kit that's quite detailed, but is across the board. But then when kits start swapping between modes, you know, Grand Arena, Territory War, I'm going to be honest, half the time, like, the amount of misplays, and I said it before when we did that video, I said everyone calls me Failmit, because the amount of times I'll go into a battle, and then it'll be that one line of someone's kit that I've completely missed, and it just throws me off. And it's like you said, you spend so long in this game going through and trying to learn. It's fun, but let's go to someone who's older. Let's go to General Kenobi. I mean, their kit is so simple. So simple. There's not a lot you can't really understand about it. But then you go to someone new, and some of, like, Inquisitors, we all know how ridiculous their kits are. I mean, they're confusing. You know, all these different stacks of Purge, can it be dispelled? Like, it's just confusing. And I feel like that's kind of one of the problems with the game. I don't know about you, but I feel like this game is a character collector game. And I know, and I'm sure you know as well, there are a lot of people that only play it for that reason, because it is a character collector game. People want to collect their favorite characters. But then the way they're going at the moment is I feel like they're trying to make it more competitive across the board, you know, with GAC Omicrons, Territory War Omicrons. I feel like they're trying to, you know, heighten the gameplay in those modes. But I feel like it's just going to isolate members of the community who, you know, don't invest that time. Because in the end, I know we all talk about if you whale, you're going to win. And, you know, 99% of the time, sure, the person who spends more money will likely win. But I also want to say, maybe the person with more free time will also win. You know, if you spend hundreds of dollars, you know, on a new character or something, but you have literally zero understanding of the game, and all you do is log in and... I mean, I'm sure there's someone out there who just logs in to spend money. I feel like they get beaten by someone who, you know, those people with very little things to do outside of just learn the game and memorize every little detail.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this game is, I mean, at the top end, largely just made up of people with a lot of money and a lot of free time. So,
yeah,
I mean, especially with datacrons being, you know, not permanent, the amount of time that you have to spend to understand what everything does is fucking ridiculous. Like, if you have to go in and figure, like, oh my god, like, this guy's got this level 9 datacron, but it's got special damage, but only these 3 characters use special damage, these 2 use physical damage. Yep. But I can expect that these characters are going to hit slightly harder, but also, like, if I give them 2 debuffs, they're going to gain 10% turn meter. Yep. And every time they use special ability, they'll stun me, but every time this happens, it is a little ridiculous, and I agree. People with more free time will win more.
Yep. And, I mean, let's be fair. Most of the people who, like you said, are at the top of the game are either people that spend an ungodly amount of money or have an ungodly amount of time, or have both. Before we carry on, we've got a very, very important question. And just for context, it's all in capital letters. At APGAINS, at Glurmit, is Canada good?
Canada's not real. It doesn't actually exist.
I feel like that's a good answer. Any more questions before we carry on talking? Oh no, they're just talking about how the Failmit term began. If you want context, I was streaming my GAC, and the first week, or the first game, I was putting my characters in, but I was too busy reading chat, and I put Jedi Knight Anakin lead instead of Qui-Gon lead. So that was the first mistake. Then to make things...
Python lead.
What'd you say,
Does
sorry?
he even have a Qui-Gon doesn't even have a leadership.
Yeah, he's got Omicron.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Ki-Adi-Mundi. My bad.
I mean Qui-Gon, sorry, my bad. And then straight after, I went into fleets. And 2 in a row, I took the wrong capital ship.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Yeah, that's something I want them to add. I want them to add capital ship squads in fleets.
Too much other nonsense that they're working on right now for them to add that. They're not going to do it.
I'm kind of with you there. And that kind of leads me to my next question I was going to ask you. How are you feeling about the changes we're getting? So we're obviously getting the mod changes, and we are also getting Jabba, Profundity. And I don't know if you saw, Relic 9 is now in the store, like in shipments.
I know, dude. Oh, shit. Did I not upload that video? I recorded a video about that. I think I forgot to press upload. It's like,
I can check if it's uploaded.
No, I didn't.
So yes, I just wanted to know your thoughts on that. Why
I'm happy. I mean, the video that I recorded basically said, like, this is a... I don't know if I titled it, like... Oh, shit. 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
I don't know if I titled it, like, big update for free-to-play or big update for poor people, but being able to R9 without spending $150 is very, very nice. And actually the deal, the crystal value of the Gynecomastia keypads is actually pretty good, so...
Well, I've got it here on the screen. So Relic 8s are 1,250 for 5.
Yeah.
Relic 9s are only 1,500. And I don't think that's... Like, I feel like if you're really committed to farming Radis or farm... I know I saw that video because you spoke about the Rogue One team and Admiral Radis, because I saw that. And if you're farming that, or just want Relic 9s in general, I mean, it's not out of the question for most players to be able to save up and buy droid brains. I'm kind of happy they didn't gate it at like 2,500 crystals. Now, someone did make a point. You still need keypads. But again, keypads are no more expensive than impulse detectors.
Yeah, well, I meant the keypad. I didn't even think about the droid brains because I have so many of them.
Ah, right, yeah.
The problem for me was always, like, I have the droid brains from Territory War, but, like, literally I just didn't... You could only get the keypads with cash, or with this fucking unbelievably terrible gear-to-scrap ratio.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it.
There was effectively, you could only pay for them. And I didn't want to spend $150 to get an R9, so I just never did.
No, I'm with you there. Like... I'm going to show people on the stream here real quick. I'm going to go in and I'm not going to do it because if I crafted it, I would have no Gear 12 pieces left. Let me just find someone who's Relic 8. God,
It's like a fully gold stun gun. Like the Gear 13 piece gives you 3 keypads. And you need 20 of them. It's fucking terrible.
So, here we go. I've not got any crafted, but 125 of the gold stun guns gives me 9.
Yeah,
For 125. It's terrible. And this is kind of what really annoys me about this game. Like, they make these small changes that are actually quite good. You know, like, they've allowed us to buy, you know, Relic 9 pieces. They allowed us to buy Relic 8 pieces. So they give you that way of getting them. But it's just everything else then becomes a grind. Like you said, for you didn't even think about the droid brains. Now, for me, unfortunately, I'm not in a guild that can get them, so the only way I can get them is buying them. But if you're in a position where you get the droid brains, then obviously the little computer things are going to be the hard one. And that's not even counting you need 20 impulse detectors, 20 computers, and when a Relic 10 comes out, you can need 20 of the one after. It just becomes a grind. Is R9 probably is worth R9 as long as it's actually better than Executor. That's Beans on Toasties with Executor. It's talking about I assume that's Profundity, which was obviously something I asked you. What did you think about Profundity and Jabba?
I mean, I finished JML. I was gonna farm Starkiller, and then that day they announced a titty, and they announced it like right before Boob Day. So you know, I had to get it. I mean, I don't have it, obviously, it's not even in the game, but like ships are infinitely more valuable than characters are.
Yeah.
And if they state that they want it to rival the Executor, I mean, like, they support the end game expensive stuff.
Yeah.
To a fault. Like, anything that makes them money. Executor made the money, they reworked it like 10 times to make sure that it could. Mm-hmm. Kenobi, everyone wailed for that. They gave him unlimited reworks. Lord Vader, no one bought. They kind of ignored Lord Vader.
Yeah, I'm with you.
If people buy the city, like if people go to the strip club and spend money on the titties, they're gonna make sure it's fucking amazing. And since ships are inherently way more valuable, everyone at around 5 million GP who has at least a GL and the Executor should be farming it right now.
I'm kind of with you. It's just a shame we don't have the kit. I would love to see what the kit's like before we do anything crazy. But I'm kind of with you. I feel like it would, especially now Relic 9 mats are more accessible. I kind of feel like there's no reason not to be farming it. And if I get the requirements up on my screen here, the requirements
are actually not terrible.
Yeah, no, I was just about to say that. In terms of, in terms of events we've seen and had, here are the requirements. So, Admiral Radis Relic 9. That's probably the bad one. But even then, he's a good character. It's just the Relic 9's expensive. Cassian.
Relic 9. I mean, you're gonna Relic 9 him anyway because it's a capital ship leadership. Yeah, so it's
exactly.
It's like I can't really use my R8 Executor because everyone's got R9.
Yep.
But if they made that R9 a requirement, like I probably would have done it.
Cassian at Relic 8.
They're probably gonna rework him.
Yeah, I can see that. Dash Rendar Relic 7. Bearing in mind, his ship's gonna be in the lineup, so I kind of feel like that may be.
Yeah. I mean, like, the requirements are all characters you're gonna highly relic anyway, because the ship is so good. It's like if they dropped, Vitiate, and the requirement was like, oh, have like an R7 Darth Revan. Like, you're gonna R7 your Darth Revan anyway because he's really good.
Yeah. Mon Mothma Relic 5. That's probably the best one. I mean, you need it for JML anyway, so that's like a free requirement. Biston Relic 5.
I mean, his ship is really good, and since you're gonna have 2 really good rebel ships, it's not like the end of the world. It's like there's no character, like even Hera, you're gonna use her ship for the fleet. There's no wasted requirements.
Yeah, exactly. Hera and then Jin. That's the last character.
And Jin also is her and Cassian are pilots for their ship. So.
And then the ships you need are Outrider, Cassian's U-Wing, Biston's U-Wing, Wedge's X-Wing, Big's X-Wing, Rebel Y-Wing, and Ghost. Now, I just want to put it out there that Outrider's needed for Jabba. Wedge, is it Wedge and Biggs for JKO?
Yeah.
Now, the only worry I have is if you fought Executor, there was the soft requirement of having Cad Bane done. He's not a requirement to do the event, but he's a requirement for a good Executor fleet.
Yeah.
My worry is, are you going to have to gear up the other Phoenix, for example, to relics for the fleet to be good or better? In other words, if someone has, all Relic 8 Phoenix, because of the, there's the 2 ships, there's the Ghost and the Phantom, are they going to be so important that you need everyone done? Or that's what worries me. Are we going to have loads of soft requirements but that we don't know about yet?
I mean, I still have a Gear 8 BAM for my Executor fleet, and I can beat maxed out Executor fleets no problem.
I love that. Like, I have a Relic 8 BAM, and he gets one-shotted.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have left him at Gear 8. But, I mean, the ship is going to be good, like, take my word for it. The ship is going to be good. Like, everyone's going to relic the fuck out of all of the pilots just because everyone does that every time a new ship comes out.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're focused on GAC and it's like, oh, I have Executor on defense and now I have an actual opportunity to beat their Executor.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's a cleanup or a 2-shot, at least you now, for a lot of players, will have a much easier time. I don't have a maxed out finalizer fleet. I probably won't be able to burn finalizer and then clean up with rebels like a lot of people do. But I mean, like, you're probably gonna relic them, but to say that it's like a requirement,
Okay. I like that you're very optimistic about this. That gives me hope. Because I was actually, before today, and just in general, I liked the requirements, but I was just very worried that we see the kit, and I was thinking they'll do something really cool. Like an ultimate animation to get people interested, because cool animations make people want to spend money. But then I was worried that there would be like a soft requirement. Now, before we carry on, let's catch up in the chat. I've been asked, am I going to spend money on the amazing... Yes. Like APGAINS says. Yes, of course I am. And I have to ask you, why won't you try beans on toasties, and why do you cheat at poker?
I don't cheat at poker. I just am very lucky. And beans on anything other than beans is disgusting. And have you seen these? Oh my god! Oh, you're in English, so you'll get this. There's a reason the entire world makes fun of your country for your food, and I think that some people in England just are too blind to see that.
Tell me, why does everyone make fun of us?
It's disgusting. Like, putting beans on a sandwich is not a culinary masterpiece.
I don't know. Yeah, but you say that, but there are some things you can do with it that make it nice.
I get that you guys like it because you grow up with it. I mean, I like shit that's kind of disgusting too, but like, you can't expect other people. Like, one of my favorite things to eat is I just boil rice with a can of tuna and nothing else, and it's disgusting, but I love it. I wouldn't expect other people to eat that and enjoy it. No. I just ate it as a kid growing up, so I liked it. It's like, the problem is not that you guys have disgusting food, it's that you guys think that your food isn't actually disgusting.
We do have disgusting food. So there's a guy on YouTube, best YouTube channel I've ever seen. His account's literally called Rate My Takeaway. And he's like the classic sort of British guy. He's from up north, and anyway, his channel's literally about him traveling the whole country to try takeaways, like from fast food places. And he goes to this place in Scotland, and if you don't know much about Scottish food, they literally deep fry Mars bars. Like, they deep fry everything.
Yeah, I mean,
he orders his breakfast, and the whole thing is just deep fried. It's like, I think he got a burger, deep fried burger, but they didn't just deep fry the actual burger, they deep fried the bun as well.
Not gonna lie, that sounds fucking amazing.
You think? To me,
like, here's the thing, like, you can't eat that sustainably, but I don't know if you guys have carnivals like we do here. When you go to a carnival in the US, like, you anticipate that you're gonna have deep fried, like, Oreos and deep fried, like, you can get deep fried Coca-Cola. They make it into chips, and you eat deep fried Coca-Cola.
Okay, that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting.
I'm saying, like, as long as you understand that this is something that's gonna make you vomit later, like, you can enjoy it.
I mean, fair enough. So someone asked if we have... Do we have PB and J's? That's peanut butter and jelly, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we don't call it jelly, we call it jam, but I wouldn't say it's common, but we do get it around here. Problem is, in the UK, peanut butter is so expensive. Like,
why?
No, I like, the other day, I went to go buy some from the shops. £7. Like, I must have been looking in the wrong place, but that's like $9.
7 pounds of peanut butter.
I don't know. It's
that was a joke, because your money is a weight.
I know.
But
I got the joke. I just
okay. Sorry, I thought it was funnier than it actually was.
No, it was good. I was just trying to keep a straight face. Yeah, peanut butter is expensive. Like, you can get the you can get cheap stuff, but having had American peanut butter is not the same in the slightest.
Yeah, you guys have really weird peanut butter.
Yeah,
it's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, we have lots of weird stuff. Jelly and jam are different, are they?
I think they are different. They're different consistencies. Same jellies, jams, and preserves are all different. But I think the greatest irony is that you guys stole all of the world's treasure, but couldn't steal any of their good food.
I mean, I don't know. In the UK, we do really good. We have really good Indian food.
Okay, if there's Indians in the UK, I'm talking about English people themselves.
Yeah. Okay. To be fair, what is like the English staple food? Well, it's fish and chips, just literally deep fried fish, and pies.
And not chips. It's actually fucking French fries.
Yeah.
But you guys don't like the French. My bad. I forgot. You guys don't like the French.
No, the British people don't like the French. English people don't like the Scottish.
Them either.
And I think everyone in the world dislikes the English. I see a lot of people like British people, but a lot of people don't like English people. I wonder why. Alright, everyone's moaning at me saying we're not doing enough talk show questions and we're spending too long talking about British food, which I think is kind of important to talk about. Probably the closest good place to plant peanuts is France and Spain.
I would have assumed you guys would just be busting lots of nuts. I mean, your women aren't that attractive. I feel like you'd have to make some at-home peanut butter and you'd be fine.
Possibly. Okay. So, here's some more questions. We got this one. Based off of my farming guide, this would imply that you've seen it, which you may or may not have done.
What? Farm Starkiller?
Basically, yeah. And how crystals are managed in-game. Would you tell a new player to farm teams that have GAC Omicrons and build up those teams to stay at the top, or go for a GL and just have that GL? So basically, one of the benefits of doing my idea, which is Starkiller, is you're getting teams that benefit from Grand Arena. Starkiller obviously benefits from Grand Arena because of his Omicrons. Dash teams benefit from Grand Arena. Talon, Grand Arena, Omicron again. And then Kyle Katarn is just good in Grand Arena. His Omicron's Territory Battle. Mara Jade needs no explanation. But would you go for something like that? Or, variations, you can change it if you want. Or would you say, screw that, farm SLKR, call it a day, get Kylo or JMK or JML, whoever it is, and just win that way?
I mean, that obviously depends on where you are in the game. I mean, my biggest pet peeve is people make assertions about like fundamental truths without stating like at what point their account is at.
Yeah.
Like what GP, what team, like all of it depends on your GP, your fucking teams you already have, how good your ships are, how many relics you have, how good your mods are, how good you are as a player.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really answer these questions like, oh, should I do this or should I do this without knowing about, like... It's like if you have no good basis, no good core teams, and you're like, I want a GL, that's a bad idea. Because they take so fucking long. That's why rushing GLs is a bad idea. Because they take so long, and while you're farming up this one good character, you have nothing to fall back on to actually win.
I'm with you.
So, if you have good teams already, you got your core 8 plus maybe a couple extra teams. Should you go for Starkiller? You should go for GL.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, GLs are better than Starkiller, but
that is true.
Faster. I mean,
see that
ships are done. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. See, that was the appeal to me with Starkiller. One, I wanted to try something new and different, something that hasn't been done before, and also, we talk about GLs. I mean, how long did it take Arnold to get his SLKR on his free-to-play? Like a year? A little
over a year.
A little over a year.
I mean, they take on average a year.
But the thing is, that's a year for someone who's very good at the game and knows what they're doing. And I'm going to go out there and say... Sorry.
They take way longer in the early game because you don't have the... Like, you're not getting as many crystals from GAC or Fleet Arena. You're not getting as much gear from... Like, 3Ls are a lot faster. Like, you can probably get them in 6 to 8 months if you're like 2 or 4 million. Like, to get JML, it took me like 8 months or something like that. JMK took 7.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot easier to get them when your account is established and making a lot more resources for you passively.
Yeah. But my worry is, if we're thinking brand new players who are just starting the game, they go on YouTube, they enter the words, best farming plan... 2023 for next year. And the first one that comes up is going to be like, farm Jabba or farm whatever hype character it is. And my worry is, yes, you said it can take a year. It can take a year to get GL, but that's a year for someone who has an understanding of the game and how it works and where to spend gear and where not to spend gear. If you're brand new to the game, I can tell you now because I see it all the time reviewing rosters, and you probably see it as well. People who can't resist the shiny green crosses or X's on gear, and then all of a sudden they've got loads of bad characters geared up, and I don't know, that year quickly becomes 2 or 3 years. And that's kind of my argument against going for a GL first. And that's why I like Starkiller, because Starkiller, you literally tell someone, if you really just want him, it's 4 characters. That's all you need to do. There's no other requirements. There's nothing difficult to understand other than you need 4 characters. I don't know. Okay, so
you're pretty required. I always say that there's 3 currencies: time, money, will to live. I always say if you're talking to a brand new player, players who are veterans, I'm never going to tell them, not to do something.
Yeah.
If they want to do something with their alt account or their third account, I don't give a fuck, right? But new players who don't understand anything, let's say they farm a GL, it's going to take them a year. There's a high likelihood that they just get fucking bored of only having 6 good characters for that entire year and they quit. That's not productive in the slightest. If you're just going to quit, because their will to live meter is going to be so low. Because they're not farming any good teams. They have no sense of accomplishment because, they have to delay gratification for a fucking calendar year.
Yep.
Players who are not super invested in the game like we are, I can wait a year to get something because I know I've done it multiple times before. But a new player is on the App Store, they just type Star Wars and they get the game.
Yep.
If they realize that they're not going to have the thing they want for a year, they're going to play something else and they're going to never come back.
No, I'm with you. And I also think, not just that, just one of the things that I kind of feel like there's been loads of good changes for newer players in the past couple of years. Just there's things that need to be changed. But over the past couple of years, I think there have been good changes. But one of the things I'm a fan for different reasons. But I kind of like the GAC changes to an extent. But I do think they need fixing, especially for lower GP players. And that's kind of
terrible, yeah.
Yeah, for lower GP is terrible. I think for mid to high end GP, I think it's actually pretty good in the state it is right now. But I think any lower than that, and you're getting screwed. And that's not just me saying. It's not me trying to say just because I have a high GP account. I'm going up against people equal to my level. But the problem is when you're 1 or 2 million GP, and it's like someone in. Let me get one up for you here on the stream. Someone put a picture of the account they was up against the other day, and give me 1 second. Of course, I can't find it now. I don't know. Here we go. They are 3 million GP. Let me show you. I'm going to put it on the stream, so you may see it in a second. This is their roster here. And this is someone called... it's average. Stormtrooper. So this is... oh no, this isn't them. I don't know who this is. Anyway, this is someone's opponent. And they're I think this is the boss. And they are literally fresh level 85 3 weeks ago. And I think this is where matchmaking's terrible. If I'm honest. Because... how does someone who's literally got 1 or 2 relics beat this?
Sorry, 1 second. I'm paying for parking, so I'm getting another fucking gigantic parking ticket.
It's alright. It's alright.
Alright, so what am I looking at? Sorry, I accidentally closed.
No, son. It was just it's just someone's screenshot of their opponent. So the person who sent the screenshot is literally fresh level 85. They have 1 or 2 relics, and they're going up against an SLKO. And yeah, I mean, all that would take is your opponent to put SLK on defense, and they've won. And
that they could probably just put crew on defense, and they won.
And that's kind of where I say I'm mixed. I think for, like I said, I think for mid to late game players, I think the changes are really, really good. Like, I'm having the most competitive matches myself, more than ever, on my main. But as soon as you go below that, it just becomes awful. And I think that's something they need to change. And going back to farming plans and what people recommend, if you go for something like Sith Eternal, which, was quite a popular GL to rush, you are getting the literal worst teams in Imagination. Yes, you get half a Troopers team, but what are you going to do with your Relic 7 Sidious? Like, what is that actually going to be? Like, I don't know.
And SLKR rushes are bad, C rushes are infinitely worse.
Oh, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, C is good, SLKR is good, but if you're talking about Will to Live, I can tell you now, not a lot of people can handle losing, and this is also something about Grand Arena changes. They're supposed to incentivize people going, 50-50 win-loss ratio. And I don't think people can understand that it's not like it used to be, where you could just stomp everyone and go, win 50 battles in a row or something crazy like that. You eventually either go up against someone you can't beat because they've outwailed you, or you go up against someone who's just better than you, and people can't accept losses. And I feel like if you're coming into this game and you don't take into account that, Will to Live's going to go straight down. They're not going to want to carry on playing the game. And that's why I'm kind of a fan of what you say, which is, build up those other teams first. Because the second you get your GL, if you don't have core teams to back it up, you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, you're going to lose. Like, when you farm a GL, you're not getting any better until you actually get it.
Yeah.
Right? You're not going to get any better until you actually get them. So if your account's not good enough to win, to support you during that journey,
yep,
you're going to be pissed. Which is the whole premise of the farming guide, is like, you want to get these characters. I mean, if you can stomach losing for a year, be my guest. But if you want to win and then just get them a little bit later because you're patient, I mean, I always, all my videos are geared towards people who want to win. Yeah. I occasionally get people who will argue that winning's not important, and I just ignore them because that's just not what I care about. I care about Dabrowski's. All
right. I have something else to show you. I'm just gonna send this one to you in a DM. By the way, so give me a second because then it's so much quicker for you to see. Okay, here you go. Is this the one? That is the one. Okay, what do you think of this matchup? Who wins?
Are you showing me fucking 5 Droidicas?
There's only ever one winner, right?
I mean, does the Ray team have any buff dispels?
Yes, one on JTR. But yeah, I just think that would be quite fun. Do you know, I would love for them to do something like that. It's like, I quite like B1's kit, because, like, I know obviously you don't see multiple B1s, but I love the idea of having multiple present. I just wish they'd rework Stormtrooper to have, like, multiple stacks or something. It would be fun. Anyway, other questions? Someone asked you, did you not buy light bulbs again? Why is your feet frozen?
Purchase light bulbs. My room is unilluminated.
And what do you like about the idea of Ben being the new Conquest toon helping out Rey? With Proving Grounds being hard not to 4 million GP, most new players won't be able to get him.
Well, I mean, I said this on my stream the other day. We live in a post-poor people world in Galaxy of Heroes where if you don't have 4 million GP, only APGAINS cares about you. CG definitely doesn't. I think it's fucking dog shit. I think you can do hard conquest at 2 million GP just easily.
Yeah.
Or just fine. Mm-hmm. But just like money-based matchmaking, like everything is structured intentionally to incentivize you to spend money.
Here's the thing. Sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
So here's the thing. You say that, but you say they incentivize spending, but even if you spend, it's still going to take you 6 months to unlock Commander Ahsoka starting from 0 shards right now. To me, I don't know.
No, you could just do it. You could just do it all at once.
No, because there's a limit. It's only it's only 2 refreshes a month.
Oh, really? I thought it was unlimited refreshes.
No. So you can only get 90 shards a month, and that's even with spending.
I can't even do fucking Proving Grounds right now because I have all of the characters. Or I have the 2 characters that are there.
No,
That sucks, dude. Because I was planning on just begging for money so I could get them all in a week. Double fuckies in Proving Grounds.
Yep. No, you can only refresh it twice. I mean, this is what I don't understand, because then you're screwing people who can't spend money because it's going to take them literally like 18 months or whatever it is to max out their character. And then you're screwing the people who do want to spend money because you're basically saying you're going to have to wait 6 months. When you could just put on the crystals the day before they go out the store and just refresh the store indefinitely until you unlock them that way. I don't know.
I mean, not everything they do makes sense. I mean,
no, some of it is very strange. Do you know, I feel like the reason they put Cat behind such a paywall, because let's remember the Razor Crest is not behind that at all. Razor Crest is in Fleet Store. I feel like it's just because Commander Circle is that good. I feel like they probably panic because can you imagine all those 1 million GP accounts of Padme running around, Padme, Catkin, and JMK? It would have just broken the way the game is run. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's why, like, people, like, when I first started farming Kenobi, right when they announced them, it took me fucking forever. People were so confused. Like, why would you go for this? He requires 2 R8s. You could just go for SOKR. He's a lot faster. I'm like, you go for the, like, that's why I was talking about the lily pad method. It's like there are certain things in game that are just inherently always going to be better than other parts of the game.
Yep.
And if you can get them as soon as possible, whether you're free to play or you're a low spender, or even if you're a fucking whale, you're gonna have a massive advantage. You know, I went for JMK. Took me fucking 13 months after Cat was out to get her. You know, it was terrible, but I got them, and they're better than everything else. And I was able to climb and climb and climb. And then I went for Executor. Executor's better than everything else, and I could climb and climb and climb. And I'm gonna go for the Titty, and the Titty's gonna be better. And I'm gonna climb and climb and climb. And I went for Datacrons, and Datacrons are better, so I'm gonna climb and climb and climb.
Yeah,
like everything that I end up farming is always just going to be what I believe to be the best possible option. And I have a good account, and because we started from scratch, building good core teams, we got our best GL, we got the best ship. Like, I can stomach spending a year farming something because I know that I have a good account to fall back on. I think that's the core premise of people who either don't spend money or don't spend a lot of money. Is like, the good things will help you once you have them, but you have to be able to win to supplement farming them. Like, your GAC crystal income has to be able to supplement fucking farming the Titty or Jabba or whatever the fuck people want.
And I know you're farming Profundity. Are you even thinking about Jabba?
Not until I know what he does. I mean, I don't farm things until I know exactly what they do.
Yeah.
And I tend to know before other people, but
it's all those inside sources, I bet.
Totally, yeah. It's really surprising how, you know, every big change to the farming guide comes suspiciously a couple months before big change. I mean, I must have an inside source or something, but no, I just wait till I know that what I'm getting is confirmed to be good.
Yeah,
because I don't want to waste. Like, I'm not spending money, and I don't want to waste my life. You know what I mean? So I can farm shit that sucks.
You know, it's quite funny. Talking about spending money. So last stream, I started and actually gave up. I was gonna add up the complete crystal cost of the weekly shipments, and we was already at 50,000 crystals and not even past the characters. Now, just for context, that is like $400. Man.
Yeah, I mean, like, whaling in this game is so inefficient when you could just buy a 7 million GP account for like 100.
Here's the thing. I don't know if you play other. I know you play some Raid, because you spoke about it before. But I played a lot of Clash of Clans in the past, and what they did is they made a monthly pass. It's like $5 a month, and it speeds up your progress by, because you know it's like all time gated. It speeds up your progress by a month, and gives you like $100 worth of resources or something for $5 and stuff. Like, if they made that in this game, that I feel like that's because for me. There's a lot of people I think that would be open to spending, but they're put off with the fact that, you know, you can literally put on $50 right now. You could get like 100 of each signal data and be done. That's it. And that's not even enough to relegate someone.
Well, I mean, this game is different from Clash of Clans.
Yeah, of course it is.
No, I mean in terms of like this game has to be expensive because there's not a lot of players who spend, because there's a very small player base. Like that's why Raid can make, you know, so much fucking money. There's millions of people who play it. The price point can be a lot lower because they have way more people. There aren't a million people playing this game. So if they charge $5, even if everyone buys it, they're not going to make as much money as if they charge $400.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be people who are going to spend exorbitant. Like the top 1,000 players spend more money than every other player combined. Like if all of us spent $5 on some great value pack, it's not going to be enough to even come close to the amount that they just spend farming relic materials and Datacron in a week.
That's true.
Like,
but do you not?
The game is so...
Sorry, I don't mean to keep interrupting you here.
Oh, you're good. Go for it.
I was going to say, do you not still think there's just a missed opportunity? Like, you can still have those expensive packs, but still get the
I'm saying
lower spenders in.
Whales will buy that, and then the whales will spend less money. Like, they have passed the point of being able to be an affordable game a long time ago. If they change now, the game will die.
Fair enough.
The game only exists because it's so ridiculously expensive. It's the only thing keeping the game alive. The fact that it costs $400 to get a character, and there's a couple thousand players who will get those characters.
I mean, let's actually take a look here. So, I'm going to see how many people have a 7-star chrysanthemum as of today.
Probably like maybe 1,000 people, if that.
Okay, let's have a look.
But also, you have to remember that most of their money doesn't come from characters. It comes from the weekly shit that people are buying.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Heinze alone spent, you know, maybe $1,000 on Datacrons or something like that.
Oh,
he's not even the top level player.
I saw that they were going wild.
Datacrons were genius because they're basically guaranteeing hundreds of extra dollars a week per top level player for the rest of time.
Well, the thing is, like, the packs don't even have a limit. Like, most of the packs at least have a limit, you know? If you want to buy Relic 9s, you can't just buy 10 characters to Relic 9 in a month. But those Datacron ones were unlimited refreshes. Alright, so there's 620 7-star chrysanthemums as of today. So right there, you're looking at this
times. I always just say on average it's like $350 a character.
You're about right. So that right there is $217,000.
Yeah, I mean they print money. Like every time the quarter's ending, we're gonna get 4 marquee characters in this shit, and they're gonna get a couple million extra.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, they made that in Datacrons like last week, so it's not really like.
Well, I'm just flicking through right now and looking at the store. So, Bronzium data cards are literally useless. You get nothing good. Okay, early game they're fun, but late game you don't really get a lot. We've got Large Galactic Challenge Kit. These are ones that people sometimes buy, but even then that's like $20 for you. Chrysanthemum obviously stays there for a while. Now these are I can at least understand buying the character packs because you get so many Omicrons now. But why would you ever buy the fleet one for $20 when it just gives you 20 shards? I just don't understand the thinking there.
They're preying on people who would spend that extra $20.
Yeah, and then okay.
See, most people do. Like, it's like, do you risk getting another 7 when you're 20 shards away from finishing, or do you just spend $20, have a guaranteed 20 shards, and call it a day if you've already spent $300?
Yeah.
They just get like $10 to $15 out of people every character.
You're not wrong. And then they have these packs, the Relic gear packs. It's like the Carbonite circuit boards, 100 to 300 for 500 crystals. And I know a lot of people who buy in my guild and other guilds who actually buy this all the time. They'll buy it, you know, the full 10 times. That's 5,000 crystals. That right there is like $50. And if you don't spend real money, you're spending all your hoarded crystals on this instead of other stuff. And that's how they pull you in. I don't know. Maybe we're just complaining too much. Maybe we it just reminds me of that South Park episode. I don't know if you've ever seen it. You know, the one where they're talking about
game.
Yes. Yeah. That's literally the most realistic thing I've ever seen. Where they just point to money, you know. And like I said, I like this game, but as someone who has bought marquees a few times, but bearing in mind, actually, last time I bought Chrysanthemum, I actually pulled the 330 shard pull.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, after 200 shards in, it was awesome. I should have bought a lottery ticket instead, but I would never recommend someone to to pay for it if you don't have some sort of gain. Whether that's because your gain is YouTube like Arnold, or maybe it's just a very expensive hobby. I don't know.
I mean, I always tell people, like, you only ever spend money on mobile games if you could burn the money and you wouldn't care, or if you're directly profiting from it.
Yeah, and that's what
Like, if you take all the money and you set it on fire and you don't blink twice, then you can spend it on the game.
I think you're right. So, other questions we've got here. Not so much questions. Lots of people saying C's terrible. Worst GL. I'm going to be honest. Ben Solo's kind of making C look even worse right now. Because let's be fair. What was C's 2 big points? They can beat Ray and they can beat JML. Well, with the Datacron, JML rips C apart right now. And Ray's about to destroy C as well. So, how fun right there. Let me see what other questions we've got. If you could add or rework a toon or add a feature to the game, who/what would it do?
So am I picking a character or am I picking a feature?
Let's just say character. Let's not worry about the feature.
I want the Cup Omicron that they promised me a while ago.
What would Cup Omicron do, though?
I don't remember what it did, but I want it.
Fair enough. See, I kind of like Omicrons for that reason. I like that they give them to... Like, even to Wampa. Okay, Wampa was a okay character before. But suddenly they make him so much fun. Or it's like Ahsoka Fulcrum. Then with the Omicron in Territory War is one of the most fun things you can ever do. That's what I feel like Omicron should be. I'm not really a fan of having a character like Malgus, who is kind of gated behind his Omicron. I mean, Malgus without Omicrons is nowhere near as good as Malgus with. Which is what I don't like.
Well, I mean, Omicron started with Darth Vader rework. Merciless Massacre was the first accidental Omicron.
Yeah.
And they realized that everyone loved them, and it's just... So now every rework is not going to be a rework. It's just going to be an Omicron. I think they're awesome because there's so many characters that suck absolute donkey balls.
Yeah.
And I think they do a good job of making the Omicrons fun. Like Qui-Gon, fun. Zam, fun. Fun.
Yeah.
Wampa, fun.
I'm trying to think, what is an Omicron that's just... Okay, direct to Krennic, not fun.
I mean, they bait you with bad Omicrons all the time to get you to waste them before they drop a good one. That's why I always get excited when they drop bad Omicrons, because it just means they're prepping for a good one. Because they're trying to bait people to spend their Omicrons early, like the guys who will buy every Omicron because they're just going to buy it.
That's what
so every
happened
time
with
you
me and
get
Krennic.
Omicron, give it 2 weeks, and it's going to be a good one.
I'll tell you what is my favorite Omicron in the game, Tusken Raider.
Yeah, I don't really like the Tusken Raider Omicron. I feel like it's very STD, kind of like Geo's. Like, if you have anything that prevents revives, like, the team is basically useless. But
That's
also,
true.
like, the Omicrons, so everything I do is value-based, right? Every single thing that I will ever farm, I have to figure out if it's the most valuable thing that I could do with my time and my, my crystals. Omicrons are already mode-specific. And you're just getting more niche with it being a 3v3 Omicron, which means that you're not going to... Like, I can use Wampa Omicron every single GAC forever. I can use Sam. I can use Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon in 3v3 against an 8 million GP player last round got me 8 holds. Like, literally, I looked like 8 teams he used to beat a fucking 3v3, like, Relic 5, or Relic 3 Qui-Gon Omicron team.
God.
Like a Gear 6, like 5-star Kiadamundi, and like a Relic 5 Anakin with no mods on him. Like, those characters, I can use them in every GAC ever. The second you start limiting a limited resource even more, I'm not about it.
I'm with you in that sense, but for me, there's just nothing more entertaining than using Tuskens to beat, like, Darth Revan, or... Because I've done it before, and for me, that's fun. I don't like the fact that they've gated Tusken Omicron behind 3v3, but it's just, for me, Omicrons are fun when they make niche teams fun. Or good. It's like, even Dash Omicron one of the most fun. There's just something for me. There's nothing more entertaining than just watching your team get shredded and just continuously revive, just non-stop. I don't know. There's some fun Omicrons. There's also some bad ones. I wouldn't really ever do Ewoks. I mean, what even are the most used or most applied Omicrons? Do you want to take a guess at what the most applied Omicron is?
Like fucking Sidious or Harrison Dula.
You've got it right. Qui-Gon has 138,000. The most for any GAC. Now, if you go to territory, Qui-Gon's the most.
Yeah,
actually,
Qui-Gon
that surprises me.
actually.
It was Hera for some time, but she's 85,000.
Yeah, a lot of people make mistakes, which is why you should subscribe to APGAINS so you don't make mistakes.
What really surprises me is how there's more people with Hera Omicron than there is with Iden. There's only 57,000 Iden Omicrons.
Most players don't watch any content around this game and therefore just are criminally underinformed about a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, they just don't understand it. Like, every time a new character gets released on the forums, we take for granted how informed we are about the life cycle and the processes of the game. Most players who actually play this game will never watch, a fucking kit reveal or look at a dev post ever in their entire life.
Yep.
So to them, they have no idea that Qui-Gon got an Omicron and that it's good. Because they probably just have a great Qui-Gon that they've never looked at. Like, they literally don't know it exists. And they just happen to be farming Harrison Dula, and they're like, oh, look, I'm farming up my Harrison Dula for Thrawn, I might as well drop this new thing.
It's interesting you say that, because then there's the people who watch content creators or pay attention, and they get told something's good, but they don't know why. So, for example, Qui-Gon Omicron literally says in the kit, all allies gain offense equal to their speed, times 30. And then it continues to say that they also gain 400% of his offense when he dies. Yet, the amount of times I see people mod Qui-Gon for pure speed and the others for offense, which is literally the opposite to what the text says it does, it just baffles me.
Well, I mean, all of my characters have their original mods on them.
Yeah.
So I just don't remod any characters. Like, whatever the mods they have the first time I unlock them are the mods that they have for the rest of time. So a lot of that's probably just laziness.
Okay. Another question from SWGOH expert, smart man, whale god.
Is that his actual name?
Yes. Oh man, what a name. They're asking, is Dash or Radis the better Omicron? They need to know right now so they can apply it today. Even though it won't even work for this Grand Arena, but what one would you say, Radis or Dash?
This is assuming that they have all of the fucking other good GAC Omicrons, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Man. I mean, considering they're an expert smart man, they must have.
I mean, if you already have Zam, Qui-Gon, Wampa, Iden, and maybe First Order TIE Pilot, depending on what your First Order looked like, I would say don't give it to either Radis or Dash and wait for like Greedo to come out or something like that. But I mean, if you're gonna get the titty, which you should, I would probably just put it on Admiral Radis.
So, here are the Omicrons that I have applied right now. I have Asajj, Phasma, Talon, Dash, Krennic, Embo, Mace.
What the fuck?
Embo's fun, by the way. Embo's a really fun Omicron.
Why the fuck do you have any territory war Omicrons?
Good question. I don't know. I enjoy territory war. I also just, I'll be honest, a couple of times I bought, the packs they bring out, and it's like, it was like £20 or $20 or whatever. And it was like a chance of like 10 or 30 Omicrons. And I hit the 30 a couple of times. So I was like, okay, let's apply some fun Omicrons. Embo is really fun. I've got Mace, Qui-Gon, Starkiller, Tusken Raider, Wampa, and Zam. Some of those are better than others. Some of them I would never apply, even if you paid me again. AKA Krennic.
Yeah.
Speaking about Van Cell earlier. About how they have these high relics. And you watch the video and you're like, okay, it's cool. And then you see the relics and you're like, oh, what have I just done? They
loves Krennic.
Yeah, but they had a video on it, and the whole team's Relic 7, Relic 8. My Krennic's Relic 4, and he literally dies before he even takes a turn.
Well, what are you using him to fight?
Let's not talk about that.
I mean, if you're using something where he's dying before he's taking a turn, I think that's kind of your fault.
Okay, so yeah, so I'd say 90% of the time it's my fault. The other 10% is always it's not my fault. I
think it's just in general in life, 10% of all problems are Van Seal's fault. I would agree with
that. Oh man. Okay. This is the other thing. If you're like a newer player and if you don't have a defined roster, you're not actually really going to benefit from Omicrons, because someone actually said, Build Brick Productions in the chat said, they have 80 Omicron pieces right now, but they don't know what to spend them on. And let's be real, say you farm gas as your first farm, right? What teams do you get? You get a Padme team, a clone team, if you decide to invest in it, and you get a Separatist team, and then you get a, what's the last team that I'm thinking of? Or is that it?
That's
Ewoks for C-3PO.
Oh, right.
But you literally only get one team that you can even apply an Omicron to, and that is Chief Chirper, which is a terrible Omicron.
Well, just apply it on fucking Qui-Gon and Zam.
I guess.
I mean, like, my first order TIE pilot is level 1, and he has an Omicron. Sorry, he's not level 1, he's level 85, but he's gear 1, and he has an Omicron, or gear 2.
Well,
like, Omicrons don't need to go on your best teams. They just need to go where they make the teams better. Like, you can make your Qui-Gon team better with the Omicron, even if it's fucking dog shit. You can make your bounty hunters way better with a Zam Omicron, even if she's dog shit. My Iden is gear 6. She has an Omicron. She makes that team amazing. My Wampa is terrible. He has an Omicron. Yep. He's awesome. Like, Omicrons don't need to go on your best team. So it doesn't matter if, like, oh man, I don't have an R7 Zam Wessel. Like, I can't apply the Omicron. Like, you have fucking gear 8, gear 7, 5-star bounty hunters. Zam Wessel Omicron is going to make them better.
Fair enough. Also, they actually want to know who's better. I think they said before TB locks, they want to know who's better between Dash or Radus. I'm assuming for TB now.
Who's better? They don't have TB Omicrons.
Yeah, I don't really understand. Unless they just mean the characters, not the Omicrons at all. I'm not really sure.
I mean, Dash is better if you don't have a Dash team.
Territory War. But Territory War is already locked.
If you don't have the supporting team, I think Dash is a better character. But if you have the supporting teams at Relics, I think Radis is better.
No, they are saying which Omicron. The Omicrons don't even work for TB. No. I feel like we're being trolled right now. No, Dash has one benefit over every other character in the game, and that's that he has synergy with Young Han.
Yeah.
Which allows him to beat Malgus. And actually, hold on. Let me just take a sneak peek at my Grand Arena here. Because I'm planning on... Basically, I'm doing Young Han versus the world, so I'm taking him against every meta team, and then winning every time. So
you should just, dude, if you want to become popular, just recreate fucking Urz's Lobot versus the meta videos, and you'll be famous.
Ooh, it's tempting.
Just call it the Young Han versus the meta, and like copy his intro, and people will love you.
So
that was what made Urz. Like, Urz is Urz because of Lobot versus the meta.
That's fair. Alright, here's the candidates though for my Young Han today. JMK no. Cap. But there's no General Kenobi, so there's no taunt. So I could just ignore him, and I feel like that would actually work. Rey, Grand Inquisitor, SLKR, Malgus with Darth Revan and Bastila.
I would fight the GI tracts, gastrointestinal.
Starkiller, Iden, Maul. I'm kind of debating doing the JMK because...
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to do it right now. Oh, man. No, I was doing some testing, I just sent him 3 characters every time. It was about a 70% chance, a 7 out of 10, that they would not kill Vandal Chewy turn 1 with Cat. I feel like as long as they don't kill Vandal Chewy, it wins. If they kill Vandal Chewy, obviously the battle's done. And I think that'd be terrible. SLKR would be someone in chat saying I should use it against SLKR. That'd be the worst decision ever. No, I feel like, because if he's siphoning stats and Young Han's gaining loads of offense, Kylo's going to literally be one-shotting everyone after like 2 turns. It would not happen. Anyways, let me see if anyone else has put anything interesting for us to read here. If you were 4 million GP and the only conquest teams you have are Ray teams. Oh no, they're not asking us a question. Oh no, they are. Ray teams and Relic and Gear 12 Padme team. Do you think it'd be possible to get Ben solo within 6 conquests?
In hard conquest?
Yeah.
In 6 conquests? If you buy the pass.
Yep.
If you buy the $10 pass every time, probably.
But that obviously relies on people spending money, which, as we know, is something that a lot of people won't do.
I think aside from the hyperdrive bundle, I think that the $10 conquest pass is the only like acceptable value for me in the game.
It is for me, but only if you can make it to at least 3/4 of the way through. But then again, they trick you because they have the $10 pass and then they have the $25 pass, and then literally the only difference is you get a couple of Cryotex, and then you get quicker regen on stamina.
I mean, the stamina regen is actually fucking overpowered for 4 to 5 million GP accounts now that the Datacrons are out. I'm actually like super happy that I got the $30 one week or 1 month. I got the $30 one. I fucking grinded booty nodes so hard. I have maxed fucking season 2 Datacrons, and it's amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, I get that, but is it worth to you? Is it really worth those? Because if you think $30 a month compared to the 10.
Sorry, you cut out what?
So I was saying, like, I get that there's benefits, but $30 a month, that's like, how do I do maths?
That's $30 every time there's a good Datacron set out.
Okay.
Which just happened to be. Like, I would not buy the $30 one for this set because this set is much less powerful than the last one.
Oh, the last one was the most broken thing ever. The JML is just... I don't like JML right now.
Like, if you're 4 to 5 to 6 million GP, you're punching up. Like, my opponents are all 8 million GP. I'm 5 million GP.
Yeah.
If they drop a Datacron set that'll allow me to punch up to 9 million GP players, then it's worth the extra $20 that month.
I think that's fair.
If, like, I might get the $10 pass just because people pay for it for me, so it's like free basically. I'm a frog. I'm not an amphibian. Like, all of the spending I do, other people pay for. Because I refuse to spend my own money on this game. Like, if people want me to buy something and they give me the money, I'll do it to make them happy. But like, I'll spend someone's $10 on the Conquest Pass to get a couple extra shards of Malgus.
Yeah.
So that I can have him next month or in 2 months. And if they drop another really overpowered Datacron set that I can use, I'll get the $30 one.
That's fair.
Because, like, I'm getting like 10 teams for $30.
Yeah.
Like, my teams are unrecognizably good now that I have all of those set 2 Datacrons. Like, I effectively doubled my GP for $30, which would have cost me, I don't know,
hundreds,
$50,000 to do.
So here's something you may be happy with. Scramber Ren just said they hope you spend all of their money that they give you on expired lemonade.
Oh, dude, that made me so sick. Holy shit, dude. I thought it was fresh. I was vomiting my ass off. Bad, dude. That was a rough day.
I've also been asked to ask you why you want a Goth GF Ray.
Because it's gonna happen.
I'm with you. It would be broken.
Believe it, as much as I hate SLKR rushes, I want those players who did that to have something good. That's why, did I do some finagling to get some some First Order Super Special Forces TIE Bomber Pilot Unmasked in game, maybe a First Order TIE Pilot Omicron. Like, as much as I don't think that you should rush SLKR, if they add stuff to help those players be more effective as free-to-play players, then let's fucking do that. Because I'm tired of bullshit that no one's going to be able to use. Like, if you want to buff the fuck out of the First Order like they've been trying to do recently, then that's the most amazing thing ever. So I think they're going to give us a big titty goth Ray for SLKR.
I'm with you. I mean, everyone says it's going to be Snoke.
It's not going to be Snoke.
Well, here's the thing. I get that we don't have to be super lore dependent because obviously, like, you know, there's examples of lore not being completely kept to. But why would they make it Snoke when it would be Supreme Leader Snoke? When it's already Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, you know, the guy who literally killed him to become Supreme Leader. Why would they make Snoke the lifter? To me,
I'm just going to tell you right now, it's not Snoke.
It's those inside sources again, isn't it?
No, I would just be incredibly surprised if it was Snoke.
No, I'm kind of with you. Here's a good one. This is exactly what I was going to say. Bill Britt Productions said they don't want a Darkseid Rey. They actually want a Knight of the Ren.
It's going to be Rey.
No, I'm with you. It will be Rey. But still, there's
like,
potential.
that's what I said in my video about SLKR's lifter, is like, we can argue all day about what we think would be the coolest. Like, it does, like, at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter who the character is. It's not like a Ren or a Snoke or like, the character is going to be, it's going to have the same kit no matter what.
Yep.
I don't care what skin it has. I just think that, like, the skin of the character, like, Rey just got a Kylo. Kylo's going to get a Rey. Like, that's they made a huge fucking deal about the dyad in the Force.
Yep.
When they dropped the Ben Solo dev insight.
Yep.
It would make sense that they would, you know, keep the same theme for SLKR, because they both just they don't need faction specific. They just need light side characters.
Mm-hmm.
So if they give a dark side unaligned Force user Rey Palpatine, like, we got a Ben Solo, we're gonna get a Rey Palpatine.
Yep.
Plug right in.
Question is, who do we get for C?
If C gets one, maybe he gets Snoke.
See, I'm agreeing, but do you know what I would love to see? Do you know what I'd love to see?
Or someone.
See, you know how C's whole kit is like when someone goes low on health, he basically, he's essentially draining them, so everyone else goes back to full health when a Sith dies. I would love to see some form of Plagueis and just have C's kit that he just kills Plagueis and gains stats. It makes no sense. They would never do it, but it would just be really fun, I feel.
Maybe they just have a character that revives himself a lot. You know what I mean? So that every time he dies, C gets healed, and then he just comes back.
Oh. You mean like a clone? And then on your screen it can pop up and say somehow Palpatine returned. JML gets Jedi training Leia. SLKR gets Empress Rey. C gets Darth Plagueis. Someone else said they think
at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who they get.
Yeah.
As long as they get someone.
Well, I mean, you say that. The only difference it would make is how many people will then wail. Like, I know for a fact, people saw Malgus and people wailed because it's Malgus. Not because of his kit, but because it's Malgus. And part of me's like, there we go. Someone said Darth Jar Jar. And the sad thing is, I don't know what your thoughts are on Jar Jar, but if he ever came to the game, if Hondo ever came to the game, if any of those characters came, people would wail. It doesn't matter how good the character is, but people would wail because of who they are.
Well, yeah. I mean, they say they have all those characters made. It's just when did they drop them?
Oh, there's no. I saw the video you did of Arnold, the Jabba one, and I'm kind of with you. There's no way that Hondo does not get released.
Yeah.
Because if there's a gold mine, they're literally sitting on a gold mine. The amount of people that would drop that $300 to $400 for him is just.
Well, I mean, they've had in-game Jabba assets for fucking ever. So it's not like they have everything made. They have a trench. Like, all of these characters exist. They just have to give them kits and decide when's the most opportune time to bump up their share price by dropping these characters.
Yep. It's like Admiral Trench. He'll get added at some point.
Probably.
And he's another one to get railed on. Hondo will be Jabba's conquest character. Is something.
I mean, like
said.
I said, like it doesn't matter who the conquest character is. If it's Bib or if it's Hondo or if it's fucking someone else. Like as long as he gets one.
Yeah.
Sorry, my girlfriend's roommates just got home.
That's fine.
They're loud.
All right. Let's just see. How are we doing for time anyway? We've been going about an hour and a half. Do you want to carry on going, or are you now busy?
It's getting loud. I think I got a dip.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for coming on. I've really enjoyed it.
Of course.
Right. Everyone... I mean, I was going to say everyone goes sub to AP, but I would assume everyone's already has. But just in case they haven't, I'll put your channel there. Alright.
I'm gonna dip.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for coming on.
Alright, so.
Alright. And then there was only one of us remaining. Alright. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was fun. Oh, my webcam's not on. There we go. What's up? Flying Saucer Hondo to the rescue. Lone mate, I know. I'm all alone now. I'm all alone. I'm very sad. Today's a sad day. Okay. GAC stream? Well, do you guys want to see GAC now or GAC tomorrow? That's up to you to decide. I wasn't going to do GAC now, but I guess we could. You join a VC, don't worry. The VC was private, you can get in. You love how you do video collabs live. Now? Tomorrow? Alright, we'll make a poll. We'll make a poll. And you guys can decide. Now, if we do GAC tomorrow... if we do it now... We do it now. If we do it tomorrow, it will be earlier, because I'm busy in the afternoon. Alright, let's ask you. Let's see what you guys say. Yes, we literally reacted to it. It's the first thing we did. We played it, and then they reacted. They called me a hacker, because we did hack. Alright, should we see... Oh, hold on, guys. Let's get some votes. Going in the chat. At the moment, everyone's saying now. I say everyone. It's 56%. There you go. It looks like we're going to be doing it now. Tomorrow you have a plane ride, so now for you. Ooh. We should probably update the title of the stream. Oh. Alright, give me a second, guys. There you go. Stream title's now updated. Whatever's best for you. Well, we'll see. We'll see what everyone else says first. And we'll make a decision that way. I'm kind of thinking we probably will do it now, if I'm honest. But I want to see what the vote is. Yeah, we're going to do it now. There's no reason not to. So they were interested, but they ended up having to go to work. It was just the timing didn't line up. But that would have been awesome. Alright, guys, we are going to do GAC now. And do you know what? Do you guys think Young Han beats JMK Cat? Like, be real with me. Am I just making stuff up right now? Young Han versus JMK Cat? I kind of feel like he wins. You can't wait for Executor event to come? You've only got like another 9 days to wait. So don't worry. Don't worry. If I get lucky... There is no luck involved. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Guys, we're going to do it. I don't even care what you all say. Okay, let's go for this protection up again. Alright, the luck is going to be who Cat insta-kills. If Cat insta-kills, anyone but Vandor Chewie with 1. Dash Cat and Vandor does beat that with luck. Yeah, but we don't need luck. We got Young Han. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's go. Alright, let me make sure that I've got all my sounds right. Because we're going to put on some nice music before we get going. What song should we use, guys? Everyone, give me a song to use. You'll be stunned if this works. I'll tell you who else will be stunned. Me. And this will work. Okay, let me put this on. Alright. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?
I was hoping for
Alright, here we go. Young Han versus Commander Ahsoka. Alright, come on, let's go.
I'm sorry, citizen.
I did my duty as a citizen.
I'm sorry, little one.
It's beautiful. Don't kill Vandor. Don't. No. We need to be a little bit careful here.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Surrender or face the consequences. Surrender.
You're reckless, little one.
Surrender or face the consequences. Surrender.
That didn't work. It didn't work. You guys were right. They targeted Vandor. Hacks? I know. It's fine. If you wondered why I preloaded that, it's because I don't actually care. We're going to take Sith Eternal in. Oh, that's annoying. I honestly thought that would have worked, guys. I honestly thought that would have worked. We suck at the game. That's kind of what happened here. Alright, let's take in Sith Eternal. With Night Sisters. And call it a day. Ouch. If honestly, if I had R9 Vandor Chewie, maybe. But yeah, that didn't happen. Amazing. I didn't expect them to target down Vandor with the thing. C will beat this, yeah. There's no instant. C will beat this. Don't even panic. Don't even panic. Because if we don't use C, we're probably going to lose anyway. So we'll take C and then we'll do it this way. All right, let's put on some music and go in like this. Probably shouldn't have preloaded it, but that's okay. Where's the song? Here we go. Alright, let's go. Nice preload, I know. Does C have a song? Of course C has a song. Okay. Let's link you. Now the thing is, we don't really need... See, normally you link the tank, but there isn't really a tank to link here, so... We'll just do this. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. This is either gonna go really good or really bad. Yeah, we're gonna lose. They're gonna go for C. I love that health recovery. Okay. Alright. If we can get this off, we can at least clean it up. No. No. Man. Yeah, it didn't work. What do you mean told me? I've done it before. I did it all of last Grand Arena. Every time we went up against JMK, I used C. It would have been a smarter, but when you link them, they can't crit you. So normally you link the tank and Commander Ahsoka, but I thought linking JMK would have prevented him from one-shotting me with his special. You only beat GK or JML? Yeah. Well, that's fun. Okay. Okay, so what do we have now? Okay. I think we're throwing GAC here. Faster ult when you link? Yeah, I know it's faster ult. But again, I was more concerned about JMK just hitting me for a crap ton. JMK will still crit because it's a GL? Oh, well, the more you know. Are you sure? I didn't think C's thing was unavoidable. I didn't want to send this in. Okay. At this point, I think we save our losses and just clear top. Clear top, clear what we can in bottom, call it a day. Okay. Starkiller. What do we use in Starkiller? So I want to save Grievous. What datacon even is that? Dazzle stun. If you're doing both Ahsokas, they wouldn't crit and you gain more. Okay, I get it. I should have linked Ahsoka, but it doesn't matter. We lost anyway, so it doesn't matter. Not that it would have mattered. I think we took like 2 turns, so yeah, it just doesn't really make much sense to go for. What teams do we even have? The more we can leave, the better. So we have this, which is Darth Revan. Padme can be soloed by Malik. Don't know. Not sure on Iden. Wampa solo and Starkiller, that's what I was thinking. But if we do Wampa and Starkiller, my only worry is what we do on Iden. But I think we do. I think you're right. I think we run Wampa here. Call that a day. Let's do it. Wampa solo. Okay, so do Wampa here. And then we'll see if we can leave stuff at the bottom. We might be able to clear everything but SLKR. Okay, where is the Wampa song? Here we go. Wampa for Iden. Oh, it is Padme.
I would certainly like to.
I wasn't gonna do it anyway. Don't worry, guys. We're going for Starkiller. All right.
What did you say?
Oh man, today is a good day. All right, Wampa against Starkiller. Let's go.
What did you say?
Don't worry about potency.
What did you say?
I don't care. We're modded for high tenacity anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna get dazed. Okay, Wampa buddy. Awesome, let's go. Protection up. Okay, we need to get some counterattacks going with Wampa here. Alright, let's roll. Alright, I'm gonna take out Palpatine first. Alright, let's go for the guaranteed kill. Roll. Okay. Wampa. Alright. Nice, there we go. There we go. Okay. All is good, guys. Son. We won. That's all that matters. Well played, thank you. Alright. Well, Malik solo. What do we do against Alright, what should we do against this, guys? What do you think? No, Wampa solos Starkiller pretty easily. Even with high potency, Wampa has too much. How was the stream? It was good. Wampa is the best Omicron in the game, in your opinion, for value. I kind of agree with you there. So, I'm not really sure what you run against this team. Because no matter what we do, they're going to go before us, which kind of worries me. Now, normally, I would run Wampa against this, but obviously we're not doing that. So we're looking at Iden, Stormtrooper, and Shore Trooper. Stormtrooper, Shore Trooper. Oh no, it's not Stormtrooper, it's Death Trooper. Okay. Well, in Iden team, so Beskar Mando. Really? I find that really hard to believe, but Tusken Omicron apparently. Bad Batch, Padme, Jin like Luke. Padme looks pretty clean. Let's have a look on SWGOH here. So GAC counters 3v3. We're looking for Iden. Shore Trooper and Death Trooper. Take off GLs. Gas, Bad Batch. Treya. I guess Bad Batch is the one we go for. What do people run though? It's Echo Tech. Okay, we'll run this. And we'll bring... I'm not going to use Krennic here. No way. We are going to bring this one, the 25% turn meter. That will help us at least take a turn. Alright, let's run Bad Batch and see if that works for Aiden. Again, we may be able to somehow take out some of the teams and clear the walls. We'll see. That JMK drop battle kind of screwed us. But it was okay for testing. And I know I preloaded it, but it happens. We're not going to complain too much. Where's the song? Bad Batch. Here we go. I hope that's not too loud, by the way, guys. Also, I hope I didn't just put Wrecker in there. If I put Wrecker in there, we've lost. But I wasn't. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Misplay. It's okay. Don't panic. Okay. Yeah, that might have just screwed us. This is what happens when you bring the wrong team. But it's okay. I'm not going to complain too much. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of really annoyed now. This is peak failmate, guys. Peak failmate. Okay. We got the taunt on Wrecker, yeah, okay.
This is a delicate operation.
Oh, man. It's not loud enough. Yes, I know I said Echo Tech, and then I realized as soon as I clicked the start button, I used Wrecker. I used the wrong team. I mean, if you guys haven't realized, I'm actually an idiot. So we're dropping battles for no reason now. Yeah, that was literally just... I don't know what I was thinking, is the honest answer. You didn't... No, it wasn't you spamming. It's I've been up all day. And I wasn't paying attention. And if we had about tech, we would have probably won. That's the annoying thing. But what can we do? I'm not going to complain too much. Okay, let's rethink. So we want to save Gas. We want to save Lord Vader. We will solo this with Malik. But we need a way through Aiden. And apparently Beskar Mando can do it. But I kind of wanted to save Beskar Mando. Darth Revan. But then if I use Darth Revan, that kind of just defeats the object, right? Padme. Padme has a decent win percentage. Grievous, no way. Beskar Mando can work. In fact, Beskar Mando seems to work quite well. I kind of feel like we just run Darth Revan. Darth Revan has a decent win percentage. What else do we have here? Gas solo. Why would you ever do gas solo? Padme. Okay. Okay. Jedi Knight Revan seems to be pretty good as well. I'm kind of feeling like Padme may be our best bet here. Because we can run Padme. I kind of think we will just run Padme here. Let's go Padme, Mace, and Ahsoka. I feel like that should be fine. We'll give this one a go. And I'll try not to rage this time. What speed is my Revan? My Revan... don't know.
Hello there.
I don't know how fast my Revan is. Off the top of my head. Probably not very good, but... it is what it is. Okay, so they're gonna assist me. That's okay. Alright. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Okay, we need... okay. I really want someone to heal. There we go. Okay, awesome. Big hit. Okay, that should be the one. It was a little bit dodgy, but do you know what? We'll take it. Alright. Then, mass assist. Go for this one, stun them, and that should be the end of that. Okay. Alright, so Aiden's now out. Correct team and opponent, good job. You're too funny. You're too funny. Okay. Alright, let's send in Malik. Okay. Is it past my bedtime? Yes, it is. You're kind of right, but it's okay. Now, we did this before, so I'm not really too worried. We just need to keep on draining them. Once Mace is out, the game is pretty much won. Now, ideally, they hit the threshold. Come on, hit me one more time. Hit me one more time. Alright, there we go. There's the win. I'm well aware of foresighting, I don't really care. Okay. Okay. Let's just keep on doing that. Okay, tenacity down. That foresight's really irritating me. There's the shock. Beautiful. Alright, let's keep on going through GK. There's the shock. Okay, if we can get off a life drain, you're out of here. When I get feared and have foresight, you use this person to always hit. Okay. I mean, we can click buttons. Malik will win. I'm not really too worried here. You can tell that I'm terrible at the game. There's the hill. Okay, let's go for that first. She's gonna heal, isn't she? Okay. Sweet. Come on! You're gonna heal again? Okay, fair enough. And that's the win. There we go. Okay, Padme's not out. Okay. We are gonna run Darth Revan here. We run Darth Revan against this. No, we're not gonna listen to this song. We want to listen to the Darth Revan song. Here we go. Right, so we'll run Darth Revan here, and then we'll go from there. Alright, fear them. Okay. I kind of want to go for the... There we go. Alright, hit him once, hit him twice, hit him once, and there we go. Okay, that's 54 banners. GL new. Hey, welcome to the stream. Alright, now I've got more. We have to use them. We have to use them. You love how DR's so dominant in the game after all these years? I know. You're not wrong. DR's still amazing, especially in offense. He's really kept up with the game. Okay, the protection up should hopefully... Oh, this is really good RNG. They should... Even if he dies... There you go. There you go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, Clutch. Okay, guys, that was clutch. That was so clutch. Okay. Okay, we can get good banners here. This is okay. Okay. That was extremely clutch. That protection up really helped. So we now need to kill 3 GLs and Malgus. So I'm thinking we Lord Vader this. It's going to be so much closer than I want it to be. Royal Guard, and then we need an unaligned force user. I don't really want to waste a Sarge on Macron. That's kind of my one worry. I'm going to be real. It's not really going to help at all, but I think we're going to run... Do you know what? We'll run 9th, just for the tankiness. No, because then we can't run Datacrons. But the problem is I don't really want to bring... Okay, here's the thing. We need to save... Do you know what? I'm actually going to bring a Sarge here. It ruins my Night Sisters completely. But we need the Datacron if we're going to have any chance here. Unfortunately. Somehow you catch your GG battle. Nice. Now I know this ruins the Sarge Omicron. Bring someone strong? No, because Starkiller is going to kill Ray. So we need Mara Jade for that lineup. So I think we bring a Sarge. She's literally just there to reduce Cat's damage and to give us some chance. So, and we're not going to use Night Sisters at this point now, so I'm not really too worried there. So we may as well just give it a try, is all I'm saying. Now, I'm also considering doing a 2-shot on Malgus. I'm thinking we do Tuscans, and you guys are probably thinking, what on earth am I thinking? You guys will see. You guys will see. But for now, we're going to do Lord Vader here. Hopefully. Alright, let's put on the song.
Someday I will be.
Oh, yes. No. Yeah, no. We wanted the Omicron. That's the reason why we're bringing a Sarge. Okay. Okay, that's fine. If anything, the stun Datacron helps us because it's going to give us so much ultimate charge.
Every single one of them. I killed
Alright, well, that's them out.
I killed them all. And not just the men, but
Cool.
the women and the children too.
Now, we can also target down Commander Ahsoka really early because there's no GK here. Alright, ultimate's already almost achieved. Get that defense down. Alright, go for dots. Alright, there's ultimate. I need to get my ultimate now. There we go. I'm actually going to go for this first. And then go for dots. Alright, come on, take Cat out. We're almost there.
You're on this council. Been granted you the rank of master.
Alright, cool.
This is where the fun begins.
Okay, go for dots. That healing immunity kind of sucks. No, they're going to swap it. Okay. Basic. Okay, stop with the healing immunity, please. Alright.
I have brought peace, freedom,
Okay.
justice, security to my new empire. Your new empire?
No, we didn't have it. We didn't have it. Okay, well, we're not killing JMK today. No. The healing immunity killed us, and also the preload killed us, but yeah. Okay, JMK's not dying today. That's okay. That we kind of knew that was going to happen. Tuscan's actually legit when Magus doesn't have AoE. Yeah, we're going to try Tuscans. At this point, you know, my opponents put a strong defense down, so there's a chance they don't clear me, so we'll see. If we can beat everything else, maybe. Just maybe we have a chance. Alright, let's go. Tuscan Raiders versus Malgus. Let's go. This is so sad. It is, but it's also because I was messing around. It happens. Okay. Well, let's see if Tuscan Raider Omicron works today, shall we? Let's go for that offense up. Oh, the revives are working, kind of. Alright. Okay, my game just really bugged there. Alright, big hit. Okay. If we can line this up for a 2-shot, that'd be pretty fun. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's start with the hits. Let's go. Alright, big hit. Now, ideally... Oh, I didn't realize we had buff immunity. That's fine. Okay. Malgus is... Okay. If we can take out Bastard and Revan, we should be okay. Big hit, okay. We got shock again. Man, I misplaced today. I need to pay attention. I need to pay attention. Oh, well, we didn't get reload that time. Guys, I'm gonna be real. Yeah, this is not going very well. We should have just done C to begin with and done the proper stuff, and we wouldn't have lost. This is now just quite sad. But that's okay. I don't expect to win every single Grand Arena. But then again, my opponent's put a strong defense. You never know. Okay, let's take Starkiller and see if we can actually get something here. Now, against his lineup, I've had a 50% win rate. I've tried it twice, I won once, so you never know. Right, Palpatine, Mara Jade, Starkiller. Let's just see if this works. At this point, I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't know. Is the honest truth. Where's the Starkiller song? Here we go. Spelling today is perfect. I can tell. I can tell. Okay. Inspired, that's okay.
You were weak when I found you.
Okay, let's hit Ray. Okay, that Master's Training is kind of a little bit annoying. Right, basics.
Much to learn.
We'll go for this one first.
You've taken everything from me.
Okay, come on, Starkiller, come on, buddy. All right, let's get Ray's. All right, raising damage immunity is perfect. That's perfect. Okay. That's perfecto. I don't know if this kills Ray. I'm gonna pull it, but I don't know if it kills her. No, but it did stun everyone, so it's not the end of the world. Alright, there's the ultimate. Probably a waste of the ultimate there, but we'll take it. If we can survive, I think we win. Yeah, this is fine.
You're insane, it's massive.
Yeah, this is a win. Or at least we actually beat someone. That's always nice. I did that because I kind of want Starkiller to... Yeah, I was hoping he would have one-shotted them. Do you want to just take him out? We should have pulled it out of the sky here for banners, but I don't really care. I'll be honest, guys.
It is now more powerful than ever.
That's fine. Alright. I'm well aware we should have pulled out of the sky later for banners, but I wanted to pull it. I was just curious how much damage that would have done to Ray. Keeps cutting out. Yeah, my internet must be having a bad day. If it's cutting out, just refresh the stream. It may fix it. Okay, Malgus. Well, we are obviously running short on teams. So let's try Father First. Now, Father First is normally a good counter. It gets weakened against this lineup. We don't want dispels. Whenever they gain a buff, they recover health protection. Daze or stun, they recover health. Let's go for one with ideally. No, we don't have any. Alright, we'll go for this one. At least you synchronized with the song when you use the ult. Yeah, I mean that's always nice, isn't it? Right? That's always nice. Alright, let's go in here and just put on a song. Alright, are you guys ready? Now, against the Darth Revan Bastler, I don't know if this works. Or at least the win rate is a lot lower. But we shall see. Okay, so they come in first, that's fine. Okay, there's the fear. Okay, this is okay. I am about to sit down. I'm not too worried just yet. Ideally, we get the sacrifice. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of what worries me. This lineup just screws you. Okay. You take out Bastler, okay.
Anakin has turned to the dark side. To the dark side.
Let's put an armor shred on Malgus.
Has turned to the dark side.
Okay, that fear is kind of screwing us over, but that's okay.
To the dark side.
It's just me and you, Malgus, buddy. It's just me and you.
Anakin has turned to the dark side. I hate it when he does that.
I wish that I could just wish away my feelings.
Okay, as if this actually worked.
I wish that I could just wish away my Master Obi-Wan.
I hate it when he does that.
I wish that I could just
Oh, I don't care, guys. Like, what is the point when Malgus just dies to gas like that?
wish away my Master Obi-Wan.
I hate it when he does that.
So, there you go. There you go. Gas is the best non-GL. Gas is amazing. Yeah, now Malgus kind of screws himself over against Gas because he gives so many buffs on his basic. So he just made Gas go crazy. Anyways, what can we use to kill SLKR? We will try everything in our power to kill Commander Ahsoka. I just don't think that one's going to work. Now, against SLKR, I'm thinking we kind of take... See, we don't really have anyone. If we can kill SLKR, I think we have a chance here, but... I'm going to be real, I don't really see it. Alright, let's go kill Grand Inquisitor first, and then we'll worry about SLKR after. So I'm thinking we take in Grievous here. Grievous should win pretty easily, but you just never know. We'll take B2, and do we even have any other droids we can bring? Because that's all that really matters, just the droids. Alright. JKR? No, I'm not going to do JKR against this. No, I think we'll bring L3 for the taunt. And then Grievous B2 should be perfectly fine. Do we have any good data discs, datacrons, whatever they're called left? No. Okay, so we'll run this. We'll run this against this one. And then we'll go from there. Okay. Alright, let's see if Grievous can do anything here. My game's so laggy, we should have restarted. If we lag out the game, I'm gonna be very, very upset. Alright, AoE. Thank you so much for the sub. Okay, they're gonna daze me, do all that fun stuff, that's fine. Okay. Grievous. Right, let's get into that. Alright, remove the buffs. Okay. Okay.
What? Wait a minute.
We're stuck behind the taunt. I think Grievous is actually gonna lose this, guys. Gonna be real.
Wait a minute. How did this happen? What? Wait a minute. How did this happen?
I'm stuck behind a taunt, which is so annoying. And the game is actually running at like 1 FPS right now. Yeah, we lost. Okay, I'm gonna restart the game and fix the FPS. Alright, that was terrible. That was actually terrible. Some days it just doesn't go work. You work hard. Here, sub. Well, thank you so much. You're very kind. Yeah, this Grand Arena is terrible. Now, in the ideal world, I should have ignored all your advice, actually got some sleep, and then planned my GAC, but it doesn't happen. That and I got really cocky and didn't think things through, and we preloaded JMK, and then we made a misplay. And you love the wallpaper? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. But yeah, this is not the best Grand Arena. Unfortunately, this is like standard Grand Arena, but can we play that song? Yeah, we can. We'll play it in a second. Sleep Mint needs to come out. Oh, I mean, there's always the chance that we win just because my opponent's gone so heavy on defense. And we have got 4 GLs. So, if we can clear ships reliably, you never know, because they have to get through this, JML, JMK, and then they also have to get through Ray and SLKR. So we got a decent defense here. It's just a shame. It's just a shame. Especially that we didn't just one-shot Malgus and one-shot these other teams as well. That kind of sucks. But it is what it is. We're not going to complain too much. This is preloaded. I have a habit for preloading like an idiot, but it happens. We're actually going to try droids. Because why not? Let's run this. Who knows? Maybe this will go terribly. We'll put on a Datacron at least. I'm thinking we'll go for this one. Because it will give us quite a lot of offense. Okay, let's put on a song. Now, you want Farm Scrap Upgrade. Well, we'll do that later. We're not going to do that right now. Because there's another song I want to play first, which is this one.
Big shot, gangster, putting together.
Okay, yeah, I'll play a well song for ships.
Big shot, gangster, big shot, crew.
Okay.
Gangster, putting together.
Sortie, get in here.
Big shot, big shot.
Okay, beautiful.
Gangster. Crew. Gangster. Big shot, big shot.
Okay, there's our revive going. That's okay.
Gangster. Crew.
Yeah, we're still taunting.
Gangster. Big shot. Big shot. Big shot. Gangster.
Okay, that is going to give us advantage, so we are going to crit, but...
Big shot. Gangster.
Okay,
Crew.
that's fine.
Big shot. Gangster.
Alright, let's get that going.
Big shot. Big shot.
Are the droids really going to do this?
Crew. Big shot.
I think so.
Putting together.
God, Ninth Sister's so thick. Oh my word. Okay, come on, get out of here.
Big shot. Gangster. Putting together. Crew. Big shot. Big shot. Big shot.
Okay.
Gangster. Big shot. Crew.
Nope.
Gangster. Big shot. Big shot.
And that looks like a win. Do you know what? We'll just waste it. Why not? We could have done it on him for more banners, but doesn't matter. Well, harder, by the way, you just found out who's your daddy references.
Gangster. Big shot. Big shot. Gangster.
There's no way.
Big shot. Crew.
Unfortunately, there's just zero chance right now.
Together. Big shot.
Without having... I mean, there's no GK. That's kind of the only thing going for me. I guess we try some form of Jedi, but I just don't really see any way possible that this wins. She would have to bring... I don't think that wins, is kind of the only worry I have. They're just going to burn through me too quick. What else do we have? Bounty Hunters, but they're going to burn me again. Krennic, no way. Qui-Gon, no way. The only team possible that beats this is Jedi. Because Jedi can at least... Do you know what? We may as well try it. I mean, it's not gonna work. We'll play the scrap song now. No, because they're gonna... The bounty hunters won't live. We won't get it. We'll just send in Jedi and call it a day. If that works... If that fails, we'll send in Krennic. Okay. See, that's kind of really annoying. Okay, let's switch over here. I kind of want to... Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, we're actually gonna do this. Okay. That's fine. Okay, now we have got the insta-kill on the Commander Ahsoka, which is kind of annoying. Save it. Imagine going for a Revan there. Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Okay. Yeah, this is not gonna work at all. Kinda sucks, if I'm honest. The song is really good. The song is really good.
You got a whale, just like the rest. So take my hand.
Alright, let's try this.
And let's do it. Just a scrap to get another upgrade. Farming just a scrap to get another upgrade. Farming just a scrap to get
beautiful.
another upgrade every day, every day. Farming just a scrap to get another upgrade. Gear conversions always delayed.
Oh man, it's so good, isn't it? So good, look at that. You get one shot by SWGOH. What is it? Okay. That's the end of that. Okay, let's just clear ships and just hope our opponent has a bad day. It may or may not happen. It probably won't happen. Anyway, we can hope if we get good banners on ships, then it's kind of okay. I'm not too worried, but preloads and just being tired has screwed me over. But that's okay. We're not going to win every Grand Arena, like I said. Krennic will do nothing. He is great. Krennic will do nothing at all. You're right. But we will take in Rebels here and hopefully get good banners. We're looking for 70 banners minimum per fleet, and then I'm happy. If we can make good banners on fleet, you never know. Because there's always the chance my opponent doesn't even clear one zone. Which would be awesome. Okay, let's do this. Now, as usual, we really need to take this ship out first. Alright, there we go. That's the win. Their win condition is gone. But we need that banner recovery. Yeah, let's AoE. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of a little bit annoying. Yeah, those dodges have annoyed me a little bit. I think they had foresight. Okay, let's bring in this. Do you know what? Let's actually do... Oh, they're dazed. Okay. Do you know what? We're gonna go for the guaranteed kill. Wiggle. Okay. Beautiful. And... Okay. There's already stealth, but it's okay. 74 banners. Okay. I guess we do... yeah, you know what? Let's do this. A protection disruption may screw us over, but this should be okay. Alright. Let's take first order in here. Again, we're looking for 70 plus banners. If we get 70 plus, I'm okay. That last battle, 74 banners is awesome. So, hopefully we can replicate that here. Alright, so we want to mark down here. Now we need to be careful with the protection disruption. So we want to really land the stun. Beautiful. Okay. We are then going to do this one. And hopefully land a stun again, which we didn't. So we're going to lose a few banners here, but that's okay. I'm not too worried just yet. Let's dispel there. Big hit. Okay, they are going to be taken out here. So, like we said, that is important to do. Alright, let's call in here. And let's call this. There's the stun. Alright, let's keep on hitting them. Who are they going to call in? Okay, Outrider. Interesting. Okay, basic. Alright, let's go for that one again. Oh, no one else to hit. May as well just do that. 143k. Okay, basic. And then we'll call there. Okay. Now it's just you left. You are snapping some banners, which is kind of nasty, but it's okay. We should still get a decent amount. Profundity isn't out yet. No, there's 73. Okay, so we're doing okay on fleets today. It's a good SLK cleanup for 3 versus 1. CLS. It's probably your best cleanup. Honestly, SLK was really difficult to clean up. That's the honest truth. Okay, we're gonna bring 4 ships again. Alright, where's the Death Stick Star Stone?
Yes, yes, yes.
Alright, let's jump in here and hopefully... Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, yeah, we may as well just mass assist.
Apology accepted.
Do you know what? We'll just go for the guaranteed kill on them first. I know we can ignore, doesn't matter. Okay. There we go. Ooh. Those banner sniping is kind of annoying. Okay, let's heal. Basic. Stun. Okay, let's bring them in. Okay. There we go. 73. Okay. We'll have to see. Maybe we got enough for my opponent to not win. We'll have to see. They have only got 3 GLs in offense. Now, obviously, if they clear a zone and clear back, there's a chance they win, but it's going to be tough. We have got a good defense here. JMK's in defense, SOKL's in defense, Starkiller's in defense. So they've only got Lord Vader C, JML. And there's no guarantee C beats this. JML Datacron is busted. And we've got loads of armor penetration. And all of and look at that 45% potency. So there's no guarantee they win. So let's see how it goes. Anyways, guys, it is really late for me as well. So the stream is going to end here. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed it anyway. And I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. So thanks for coming along.